YouTube, how you guys going? Welcome to yet another brand new video. I know you guys have been highly requesting to see the dogs in the video. I know you guys have been wanting to see the video of how I watched the VF Series 2 SSV Red Light Wagon 6.2 litre LS3 V8 engine, and today is the video that we do that. This is the way we're going to be cleaning the wagon, the boot hay, aka the whole of the car. So we're going to be using the car truck pressure washer. So we're going to wash over the whole car. We're going to pre-rinse it, get all that, grime and all that settlement off the car. Then I'm going to be doing a foam rinse wash over the top of it just to get that shit off. It melts into it for about 10 minutes, okay? So we want to make that wash super soapy. I'll wash it off, blow dry it, and then we're good to go. We're good to drive off with that 413 kilowatts of raw power. So let's get right into the video, but before we do that, I just wanted to let you guys know that I do stream on Twitch live every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 6 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And keep up to date with the socials on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that type of shit, at JackoG3. Let's get right into it. So the step-by-step to wash the car is simply to high pressure hose it down with the cartridge right there in the background, petrol powered, right there. Wash it down, get off all the grime. Then I'll apply the Meguiar's soap wash, make it extra soapy. It eats into the paint for about 10 minutes, eats into the grime, not the paint. Otherwise that would be a fat rip and I may as well be using brake fluid on my paint. So I'll be doing that, and then I wash it off. After it sets for 10 minutes, I'll wash the tyres the rims by hand, put some tyre foam on, blow dry off the car, and that's pretty much how we do it. You guys will see in the video. Enjoy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just reiterating what I just mentioned before. So we're going to be using Meguiar's no-touch method on the car, and the way that we do this is by simply not touching the car. So first step is we just do a little bit of that sexy B-roll around the car, showing how dirty it is. It's just surface dust settlement. And we've also had the car detailed professionally.
Hello.
With paint protection and rain protection on it, and some stuff on the windows and glass as well. So as you can see, I just filled up the Meguiar's snow foam gun. Put about 100ml to 200ml of detergent in there, but we only really need, at the end of the video, I realized I had a tiny bit left over, so I feel like you probably need 150 to 100, and then just the rest with just water. You fill that up after you put the detergent in, 100ml, attach it to the gun, and away you go, and then the snow comes out. Before I start anything though, I do want to pre-rinse the car down, because if you don't pre-rinse the car, then it doesn't get all that surface stuff off. You especially want to be doing this if you're using a sponge, because any little bits of surface dust, dirt, grime, once you get a sponge onto the car, you start forming these swirls and the micro scratches. So what you want to do is you really want to avoid doing that. So you want to pre-wash as much of it off as you can. Put the snow foam on, completely lather it up. And what I do is I wait 5 to 10 minutes. I generally wait about 10 minutes, don't let it all completely slide off. And whilst I do that, I work on the tires. I use some of the snow foam that is on the car, and I spray it onto the rims. And then I just use a sponge and put a bit of that elbow grease right into the rims. And get in there amongst it. Just another quick tip as well, if you guys are washing your car, make sure to always lift up the windscreen wipers on the front and back if you have back ones as well, just because it just makes it a hell of a lot easier when you wash the water away. It doesn't leave marks, and it's also better for your windscreen wipers. And if you have the time after you do chamois, if you do chamois your car, make sure to always leave the window wipers up and let them completely dry out before they rest on. So once I've cleaned the rims, what I end up going to do is I let the car sit for 10 minutes, let it all soak in, and eat up that dirt and grime, melt off the car like a volcanic ash. And what I do is I get the hose and I just simply put that over the car. Now what that does is it actually groups up all the water. As you can see in this video, a lot of the water is beading up, and it's all just beading off the car. That just because of the paint protection, it will literally just fall off. Now, what that does is by doing this, it groups up the water, pulls the water off the car, and then it makes it so much easier for when I blow dry the car with my electric blower. Now we pull out the electric blower, so you simply just blow down the car, blow down everywhere. You always start from the top. When you're washing the car as well, even pre-rinsing and everything, make sure to start from the top and working your way down. And it's just simple math. It's just simple physics, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the gravity pulling the stuff down. So you start from the top, you go one way, left, right, left, right, left, right, work your way all the way down, and then happy endings. So start from the top, and I work my way down, left to right, just blowing the water left to right. Any bits that I do miss, I do end up going back and getting them, as you can see in the video. What I also like to do is I like to open up the doors. So I go to the back of my car and I get the chamois, mate, and I just chamois down the insides of the doors and along where your footwell is, type of thing, on just the outsides, because a little bit of water does sit there. So to prevent rust and all that type of stuff, just make sure you always open up your doors, even your boot, and just give that a little bit of a fine wipe down. The reason I do that is because that you simply don't see it. It's on the interior of the car and you don't need it. You can simply touch it. I like to do that, and that's just the way I operate. The next step is I waited for the tires to dry. The tires themselves, the rubber, the bridgestones that we got on there. So what I did is I spray some tire shine into a microfiber cloth. So if you spray it onto the rim itself or the tire itself directly, what it will do is it will spray everywhere on the paint job, the rim, the brakes, all that type of stuff. You don't want that. It's a little bit messy. It's just something that you don't want to do. So all you got to do is simply have a rag. In my case, I use a microfiber cloth. As you can see, I spray it into the cloth first of all. Make sure it's quite wet, and then I apply it onto the tire and just rub it around the rim. If you want more shine to your tire, you've got to make sure that if you want more shine to your tire, you've got to make sure that what you do is you reapply. So in about 5 minutes or however many minutes it takes for your car to dry, your tires to dry, make sure that you just wait a little bit longer and then reapply again. The other big mistake that some people make as well with the snow foam is that what you've got to do is you've got to make sure that you do not do the snow foam in direct sunlight. If you do it in direct sunlight, I don't know what happens, but they say not to do it, so just don't do it, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Now sit back and enjoy the rest of the B-roll of the VF Series 2 SSV Redline wagon. I apologize in advance. You can hear some neighbors cracking the shits at someone in the background when I do my outro. Let me know what you guys wash your cars with and how you wash your cars.
So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly how you wash the VF Series 2 SSV Redline wagon. I just want to let you guys know that a big thank you to everyone for watching this video. Hopefully you guys did learn some new tips and tricks, really, how to blow dry a car. When I first heard of that, I was like, wow, there's absolutely no chance you blow dry in a car, but we did it in the end anyway. So that is the VF Series 2 SSV Redline wagon and how to wash that bad boy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, remember to be safe, stay small, and boom, baby.